Judaism values life greatly. We have the concept of pikuach nefesh, saving a life. It says in the Talmud that if someone saves a life, it's as if they have saved an entire world. And so the question becomes, does Judaism permit, oblige, or forbid organ donation? To be clear, in cases where donating organ does not endanger or shorten any life, it's a mitzvah. For example, if someone is able to donate a kidney to someone else and save their life, that's a huge mitzvah. You're not necessarily obligated to donate an organ to save a life because you can't ask that from someone, but if someone is willing to and does that, that is a beautiful mitzvah and very commendable. If someone wants to donate some of their organs that can be taken after they die, such as certain parts of the cornea of the eye, and donate it to save someone's vision, that's a huge mitzvah. The question comes, though, when donating an organ can only be possible and viable in a situation where the life of the donor is shortened. So an organ is only viable, most organs are only viable for the person it's being donated to if they are still, so to speak, alive. So a heart is only viable only when the person it's taken from is alive, and so too for most other organs. And so the question then becomes, how do you transfer an organ from one person who's alive to the other, thereby shortening the life of the first? We know that the concept of pikuach nefesh, saving a life, is above all other mitzvot, except for three. Not worshipping avodah zarah, adultery, and killing someone. So if you have to shorten someone's life in order to save another life, you can't do that. There's no way you can shorten one life to save the other. And so the dilemma then becomes, when do you consider it the end of life? And that's a big debate between rabbis, because if someone is brain dead or permanently in a state of vegetation, they're unconscious, in certain situations, the medical community will say, well, that person is no longer considered alive, and you can remove their organs. But in Jewish law, that person will be considered alive, and you cannot take their organs. So this is a big debate between the rabbis. I'm not here to decide one way or the other, but I'm here to inform you that the reason you don't see every observant Jew signing up to be an organ donor is because of this concern. The concern that when it's taken from the donor and it shortens the donor's life, that is considered an act of shortening one's life, which is never permitted. And obviously there are many different opinions on this. There are many articles online, but that is the breakdown of why there is a discussion and debate on a topic which seems so obvious, because saving a life is indeed so important in Judaism. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment.